Ahoy! Welcome into the Junk Drawer, part of the Korked Podcast Network. If you think the weather outside is gross and sticky, just wait till you listen to this podcast. I don't even know what that means. Today is June 28th, 2021. What is up, junkies? I'm Austin. That's AD. What's up, AD?
Correct me if you guys have heard this before, but I believe we are in the dog days of summer, as they say.
Yeah, I actually I checked my calendar this morning and it's like, oh man, I can't believe already the dog days.
First thing you saw.
Right. It's like the hamster days like flew by. That is Jeff. What is up, Jeff?
What's up?
Sales guy Jeff in here. Oh,
T-Rav
repping the T-Rav
Tasters.
Tasters.
Yeah.
Hey, we've got a couple new episodes coming here soon. Stay tuned.
We fell behind a little bit with the new kid coming along, but we've got 2 episodes ready to be launched pretty soon. So if you haven't tuned in yet, we've got more coming. So you get time to get caught up.
If you're like, where's my T-Rav Tasters? One of the T-Rav Tasters had to go ahead and have a kid. Kind of just set the whole shooting schedule back. But it's all right. We've got more coming, and we're looking forward to it. The subscribe, rate, and review. I have to say that, guys. I just have to. All right, there. I said it. Now we can all move on.
I just said it. Yep.
That's always the awkward part of the podcast. Hit that subscribe button. Leave a little rating. Leave a review. Honestly, it means the world to us, and it helps us out. It helps us grow. Or if you're watching the live stream, go ahead and share it. Hit that retweet button. Get more people in here. The more people we have in here, the better a party it is. It's more fun. And if you want to comment along, you will get some of your comments featured. Notable commenters of the past. Dylan Taylor comes to mind.
Taylor, right up at the top there.
I'm hoping my guy comes in again. Who else? We've had a couple of others.
Bittersweets Marie out there.
Bittersweets Marie. She's always commenting.
Always in there.
Yeah, we've got, look, we're getting people that are becoming characters on the show based off of their interactions and how good they are. So come on in and join us. And if you're watching along live, and then and our go-to benchmark, our staple segment, good, back, ugly, where we hit the good of the week, the back of the week, and the ugly of the week. So let's go ahead and get into it. AD, what's your good of the week?
Well, it's not very often that you get to see very good news or wholesome content in the news these days. It's filled with a lot of sort of negative stuff and things that you might not really care about. But
forgive me.
Wait
a second.
Wow.
Hey, what about name a woman? Speaking of name a woman.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Hey, hang on. Yeah, no, Jeff's right. Hey, Jeff, name a woman.
My wife.
There she is.
Nice.
Speaking of.
All right. Look, making her first junk drawer debut.
Love it.
That's
absolutely love
it.
She's not. She doesn't want to say hi.
She's not going to say hi. Hey, AD, name a woman.
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks. Have you used Stevie Nicks before?
No, definitely not.
Yeah, it sounds like all right. What's your good, back, and ugly of the week?
Okay, so as I was saying though, a lot of negative stuff out there in the news. So I'm gonna hit you with some wholesome content today to start us off. I'm gonna pull up my screen here. Let me switch this layout. Oh wait, no. Hang on. Little technical difficulties. There we go. There it is. All right. Okay, let me. So I don't know if you guys caught this video. So Jason Hurst 25 says, for those who didn't know, my son, who is colorblind, was able to see color this weekend after he received a pair of glasses that helped him see color. And first of all, my man rocking the Reds Griffey jersey. That's right off the bat.
That's right. That was like the first thing I noticed.
The first thing I saw when I saw this video, but just seeing his reaction, and what better place to see color than at a Reds game? Like, I could think of 2 teams, Reds and Browns, that would really be ideal for this type of arrangement. And I mean, just look at his reaction. Just really says it all. It's just like looking around, taking it all in. It's got to be an unbelievable experience for him. And I loved his reaction and his jersey. just the whole video, just very wholesome content.
Right.
I think some of the most wholesome content on the internet that brings up, I would argue, I mean, I think everybody would agree, is like, for whatever reason, like having kids who are blind and or having like hearing impairments, all of a sudden like grasping those concepts, like that's some of the most wholesome content out there. Agreed?
Right.
Yes.
And the cool
100%.
thing about doing it at a Reds game is like when, the kid starts to get teary-eyed and starts crying, like you don't know if it's because he's seeing color for the first time or because he's at a Reds game.
or because he's at a Reds game. Yeah. So this is actually probably one of the best things that's happened to the Reds in years.
Probably.
I think this kid deserves more than just these outside or outfield bleacher seats. I think he should have been behind home plate. Like really, the Reds should have embraced this a little bit more,
right. Well, they should. The Reds. I mean, look, get people at the stadium. The Reds should have like seeing color for the first time nights at the ballpark. Like come see colors at the first time. Come see. Come see the Reds.
Get what it gets fans in.
Right. And look, I'm not making fun of people who can't see color, because that's a lot of people. It's actually a bigger percentage of people than you would think. They should do it. I was going to say they should do it when they play like the Cardinals to really confuse people. Will be like, wait a minute.
Oh wait, it's both the same team color. Out there.
Yeah, they're both wearing red. Like
these glasses aren't working. These glasses aren't working.
No, but that is awesome.
So how many so you brought it up, how many people in the world do you think are colorblind?
Ooh, if you had to guess. Do you have the numbers?
I have the number, yeah.
100,000
in the world, not just United States.
Oh, okay. Oh, that makes me seem like I'm way off. So I'll say
up or down.
I'll say 16 million. 16 million.
Okay. Jeff, do you have a guess here?
I'm gonna go with 5 mil.
300 million people.
300. Goodness, that's the basically the population of America, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes.
So the world is full of a bunch of colorblind America, like an America full of colorblind people.
So we need more people to get their hands on these glasses to help people see color.
Right. And if that's the thing, like, why can't we do like contact lenses for these people?
Oh, did you just come up with $1 million idea?
Up with the world's greatest invention?
Should we stop this podcast and quick take it down so that no one takes that idea?
Yeah. If you guys don't, excuse me, we'll be right back. We'll be right back.
We're filing a patent real quick. Just to give us a sec.
Man.
But yeah, that was my good of the week. I wanted to start us off with some wholesome content this week.
That's great. Jeff, what do you got for your good of the week?
Yeah. So I just put it up, Huff, if you got it.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Knuck.
So my good of the week was more like a good one to the Milwaukee Bucks guy who's
hang on. Should we hit him with it?
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Bucks, that one's free. That one's free.
So this has been a great series so far. If you haven't tuned in, I've loved kind of following along with like the Trae Young hate. Like I kind of love that and am rooting for him.
You hate Trae Young. You're on that side of the fence.
No, I like him.
Oh! I thought you were.
I enjoyed following. No, that's been the narrative I've enjoyed following. But shout out and good one to the Milwaukee Bucks social media guy, because he said "Knuck if you buck," which is just incredible shade. If you didn't know "Knuck if you buck," I don't know what the audience is, but if you didn't know "Knuck if you buck," that's one of like that's high school getting ready to go on the field music for me.
Oh yeah.
Buck, which was by Crime Mob, and it was released in 2004. So literally, that was my senior year.
Well, it makes that even better though about Crime Mob though.
What?
That they hail from Atlanta, so that's just like even like an extra dig in there.
That's what I was getting to.
Yeah.
That's like, it's the layers of the joke right there.
Yeah.
The pun, the reference, the Atlanta dig. Yeah.
So do you guys
Atlanta's social media team doesn't go with the Prince song though with their no, he's from Minneapolis. Never mind.
Do you think that they had that? Do you think they had that teed up, ready to go, like?
Yeah.
Before game 1, even. So like they were just waiting to drop this because that was game 2 last night. So
I mean, this one probably thought of like years ago,
or game 3 rather.
I like to think that, but then at the same time, it's like the number of times like we'll tweet jokes from Korked bats and someone will be like, "You've been sitting on that one for a while," and it's like, no, actually, I just thought of it. You did.
That's why I tweeted it, right?
Yeah, like that's because maybe it was something that they came up with right away. Yeah, I don't want to take credit for.
Yeah, all right, yeah, let's go. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that.
Yeah, they probably came up with it like literally in the fourth quarter, and they're like, "Oh, if we win, we're going to Knuck if you buck." Like I think that's completely fine. And even if they were sitting on it for 3.5 days. All right. Well, to all those dicks, they're like, "Oh, how long you been sitting on that one?" Who cares? They came up with it. It's good.
We've got it. We've got the enjoyment of it.
They were at least sitting on it before the series because I'm assuming because they won in Milwaukee, the Bucks did. So they were waiting till they were actually in Atlanta to release that tweet, and you got to respect it.
You got to respect it.
Yeah, I love that one. I was proud of that. What about you? What's your good?
My good of the week is Scottie Pippen's gin.
Oh, jeez. Scottie Pippen's been in the news a lot recently.
My good of the week is Scottie Pippen's gin, and the only reason it's my good of the week is because it better be good. With the amount of waves he is making in the news lately. This guy is going out and he is just saying anything and everything to grab headlines, to burn bridges, to tear anyone who's ever worked or known him in the past just completely down, which I mean, all credit to him. I guess he's got a book coming out in November that's going to quote tell his side, but if his book is anything like his current gin promotion tour, then buckle up, guys, because we are in for a wild ride. Like it all started with a GQ article last week where he just says anything and everything. He's asked everything. It's one of those profile pieces where a journalist follows him, shadows him for a few days. And my man's he's wanting to push this gin. Okay. And one of the guys he burned in the article was Charles Barkley. And the interviewer said, "Interesting you mentioned Charles Barkley because he once said that he would, quote, get arrested for murder if you didn't apologize to him for calling him fat after your breakup with the Rockets." Scottie says, I wish you would have gone through with it. Scottie.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah, your voice got to go 8 levels lower than whatever you currently are at. I never apologized to him, but I'll tell you what, he only got arrested for throwing some little white guys out of a window. I ain't never seen him fight a black man unless there were referees around. He plays his role like he's tough. I don't know nobody he done whooped. Go back and check his record. Did I apologize to him? I told him to get the hell out of there. That's what I recall. So he just rips into Charles Barkley. All right. Yeah. Today he goes on Dan Patrick because obviously
he's not done yet. He's not done yet.
GQ article makes waves. People are freaking out about it. So he's making the interview tours about his initial interview. Okay. This was what he said. This is what he said on Dan Patrick today, which if you haven't listened to it in full, it's crazy.
I haven't listened to it. All I did was read, and that's all I had to do.
All right. So I've got this queued up at the this is the Phil Jackson. Hang on. Let me grab this.
That's where I thought you were going.
I'm going there in a bit. I'm going to start with Michael Jordan. All right.
Okay.
It's at the starting at the 16 mark. Okay. And can you see this on the screen? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Big decision, but it was a selfish decision, but it was kind of who Michael Jordan was, and that's was a guy that kind of believed that he can do anything on his own.
The relationship was just we're teammates, and that was about it?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. I mean, we were excellent teammates. I think we try to make more out of it sometimes than what it really was. But, we were great court teammates who had a very good understanding of each other and what it took.
So that basically was that's him saying, I should have gone full screen with it. That is it. He was asked about Michael Jordan's decision to leave the Bulls and pursue a baseball career. And so Scottie basically is like, yeah, I don't want to talk. I'm not going to talk about that or whatever. And then he was like, and then he goes on to talk about it. And he goes on to say it was a big decision, but it was a selfish decision. But that's who Michael Jordan was, selfish, which is nothing new. We all
could do anything, right?
Yeah, exactly. We all know that. But it's also like, Scottie, like, why? You don't have to be doing this right now, man. Like, you don't have to be like ripping guys, everyone you've ever known, just to sell a couple extra bottles of gin.
What is the gin called, by the way? Because I didn't know he was promoting gin.
Yeah, that's why it's in that. It's in that. Look, you can see it.
Yeah, you see it right there.
Right there.
Pippen gin. Let's see here.
You looking it up?
Yeah.
Oh no, maybe it's bourbon. It's bourbon. Sorry.
Okay. I was gonna say I don't see anything.
Launching a bourbon. Debuts Digits Bourbon is what it's called.
Digits Bourbon. Wow.
Yeah, the athletes launching clothing and or alcohol brands have always gone really well.
Yeah. Hey. Always really well. I don't get it. Like, if you're, first of all, for an athlete to go into a market as saturated as alcohol and or, like you said, Jeff, clothing, like, I don't know. I think it's ridiculous. Here he is. Dylan Taylor's in for the first comment of the day. Scottie Pippen could smoke a cigarette in a rainstorm with a nose that big. Scottie Pippen, not enough is said about the size of Scottie Pippen's nose. Scottie Pippen's nose is like, is Scottie Pippen's nose a chode?
Well,
because I'm pretty sure it's wider than it is long.
Does it dwarf Rodman's nose? I feel like Rodman also has a big nose too.
Rodman does have a big nose.
And he's got it pierced too, so his looks a little bit more wild.
You know who else has a big nose? Doug Funny.
Yes.
Massive.
Yes,
right, which is ironic that they went to the Honker Burger.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that was intended or not by the creators of the Doug. But so
then
go ahead.
I don't like nose jokes that much just because.
Oh, that's right. Jeff's. You tell him. I can't tell him. I can't tell him.
Do I need to tell him? Do I need to tell him?
Oh, all right. So Scottie Pippen goes on to talk about Phil Jackson, and he's basically saying that Phil Jackson's decision to put Tony Kukoc in to make the final shot, which I'm pretty sure was documented in The Last Dance.
It was, that was talked about pretty heavily.
Yeah, he said he was basically saying that decision was racially charged. Not to mention the fact that Scottie pretty much took himself out of that game.
Because Phil Jackson asked him to inbound the ball. I think that was the whole.
Right. And he was like, I'm sitting out. And so, I don't know. That whole thing. So he says that whole thing is racially charged. And this is, hang on. Buffering wheel. That basically he says, and here's the transcript you can see. He says, Dan Patrick says, by saying it was a racial move, you're calling Phil Jackson a racist. And Pippen said, I don't have a problem with that. And Dan Patrick says, well, do you think Phil is or was? And he says, oh yeah. And then like goes on to basically just say like he went on to write a book about Kobe and before coming back to eventually again coach Kobe, which I don't know. It feels like I'm not one to discredit anything like that from anyone, but I don't know. What he's saying doesn't match up with a lot with how the narrative has already been written. I don't know. And I feel like it's coming out. This is coming out. It's 2021. This all went down in 1998.
Yeah.
So
and we're talking about it now. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I feel like if he truly felt this way, wouldn't this have come out sooner? I don't know. It's not. Again, I'm not going to say how he feels, how he feels is wrong. If he feels that way, he feels that way. But it's also doesn't make I'm not really connecting the dots on this one. So, but yeah, the bourbon that Scottie Pippen is pushing better be hella good because my man he is destroying his career and relationships just to sell this stuff.
Yeah, it almost does feel like, again, I agree with you. Who am I to discredit, someone's experience? But
yeah, if he feels that way, he feels that way. Like there's nothing we can say. Like it's, if you feel one way, I can't say, oh, Jeff, that's not true. You're like, no, I'm sitting here telling you that's how I feel. But it's just, I don't know, the timing of it, everything culminating together. It's just, it leaves a sour taste in my mouth, much like the bourbon that he's selling.
I won't be drinking any of that bourbon if it's sour.
Yeah, it probably is. What do you got for your back of the week?
My back of the week are Crocs. So you guys are all familiar with Crocs, right?
Very familiar with Crocs. I feel like Jeff is the most familiar of all of us with Crocs.
You'd think it, but I'm not.
You don't own a pair of Crocs?
No, I own one pair in my life, and it was because
he does own a pair.
They were Disney branded.
Well, of course they're Disney branded. Jeff is the biggest Disney guy you will meet.
Makes sense
on planet Earth.
Sense. Yeah.
AD, do you own a pair?
I did at one point. I don't know what happened to them though.
Okay. All right. So I guess you guys are tied for the lead. I don't own a pair of Crocs.
I think they gave me like blisters though, so I really wasn't a fan of them actually. But not just any type of Crocs here. So these are actually the Yeezy foam runners, and these are designed by Kanye West himself. And if you'd like to purchase this pair that we're seeing on the screen right now, it's just going for a casual $263.
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. So I mean, it probably takes what, $5 to make these, I would say, because it looks like it's just plastic. But so these are the Yeezy foam runners, and Kanye West found himself in court the last couple of weeks over these. Let me pull up the other version here. So
Dylan Taylor, continuing with the personal appearance smack here.
That's great.
Oddly resembles Scottie Pippen's nose. All right, Dylan Taylor.
Yeah.
All right.
He's got a point. He has a point.
Dylan.
He has a point.
He's too funny.
Okay, so these were the same. So you just saw Yeezy, like the Kanye pair. This is Walmart's version of the shoe. So as you can see,
I thought that was the same shoe. I legit thought it was the same shoe.
As you can see, they are identical, and you can buy this pair for $24.49 from the Walmart website.
First of all, we should just buy them right now because they're probably going to try and take them off shelves, right?
Well, I hate to break it to you, they already did take them off the shelves. So. Well, I guess. Oh, wait! Look at the headline, though.
Oh, lots of them still online.
Still online. There you go. So maybe we can still hop on there. But so Kanye found himself in a just this headline, like Kanye West sues Walmart over like foam runner. That's what they're calling a foam runner knockoff. Like, come on! Like, this is ridiculous. Like, we're talking about a pair of Crocs here, guys. Right. Like, this is. Crocs should be the ones suing Kanye over some sort of copyright issue with their shoes.
Yeah, it's a load of Croc, if you will. Sorry, hang on. Yeah, all right, I'll hit myself.
Hit yourself with that was
that one
free of charge. Take that home.
That one was free. We got Daniel Lee Lewis in. Hasn't Walmart been selling knockoffs for decades? And Daniel Lee brings up a great point here. I'm pretty sure
the whole business is built around
Walmart has been built on the knockoffs. The great value brand should just be the great knockoff brand based off of literally everything that they sell is essentially a knockoff.
Yeah.
He's right though. He's right. And I just love that. What'd
you say?
I just was saying this was a great one. Like I'm really.
I thought you were making another. I thought you were making a Walmart joke.
I would love to get a pair of these.
It looks like, and so for our listening audience, for our podcast audience, it looks like these shoes look like if you put dollops of whipped cream, if you wore dollops of whipped cream as shoes, but with holes in them, like with breathable holes in them. Right? Am I wrong in saying that?
I don't think. I think you're 100% right.
I want to see. Describe them.
It's like if you took the whipped cream on the top of a frappuccino and you just slipped your feet right into them.
I got to see what someone looks like wearing these like on feet. Like let me see if I can pull up.
Do you wear those to mow the lawn?
Yeah.
Well, the person that has actually gone to purchase these, the Yeezy brand, I am interested in their life story just in general. Like why? What
led you to this point?
If you're just that big of a Yeezy fan, that's cool.
Right.
If this is worth the money, fashionable. I just want to know.
You mean to tell me you walk around looking like this and you said people are looking at you, they're like, damn, that guy's got money. He's rich. Like he's got tons of cash.
Looks like a mom. Like just like all we can see is the feet of this photo, and it's got like mom jeans with socks and these Yeezys on. That looks like that is that the coolest mom ever, or the?
No, this is cooler. Riding your motorcycle.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Wearing these shoes.
Oh yeah, because if there's one thing I want to do, I want to get my feet close to those hot exhaust pipes of my crotch rocket, just to so I can look cool in these Yeezys.
Literally like melting them down. It becomes a different shoe whenever you get off the bike. Actually,
Daniel Lee Lewis says looks like the Crocs Musk would want on Mars. These look like the moon shoes that Elon Musk is going to have the SpaceX team rock to Mars.
I mean, I think he's actually sponsored them, so I think this is actually the official sponsorship of Elon Musk and SpaceX.
Dylan Taylor calls them the Psych Ward ones.
Oh my! Was on Shutter Island.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they're all rocking them when they're playing. When they play pickup hoops on Shutter Island, that's what they're rocking.
Oh wait, actually, sorry guys, I didn't even find the most expensive pair here. Wait, there's one more pair that's a little bit more pricey than the ones. I showed you.
I was gonna say, is there like an elite payment brand for these? Is it like a Supreme version of the Yeezys?
Basically, look at the cost here.
Wait, how much? 900?
You could buy them for $900. The low price of $900. You could buy them.
And what is the design? I don't even know what the design is. It looks like camouflage.
It doesn't matter. Kanye designed it, so who cares? Who cares? What it looks
like Kanye designs things, like okay, let's say this is like something Kanye designed. When Kanye designs things, is it just like he just walks into a room and throws like paint at something?
He throws paint on a wall, and then it's just like that kind of looks like a shoe over there. Like
yeah, and so then he's just like, and like at what point does he say like? Because if I looked at these shoes, I'd be like, oh, they're not finished. But at one point, Kanye like actively said, and I'm done. And then like let's push these out to market.
And I'm done. This is it. This is a masterpiece right here.
And like, do the people that work with them, like I assume they just have to be like yes and people. They have to be like, ooh, yeah, it looks great. It looks like art.
I just always, when it comes to fashion, I just always like to think that like everything's about 10 miles over my head. So like, do I just not understand this? Because I do not consider myself to be fashionable whatsoever. So as I've gotten older, it's only gotten worse. Like, I'm like, okay, like, yeah, I'm sure there's probably a lot of people that like this. I am just going to keep wearing my Sperry's and I'll wear those until I die. I'll die in my Sperry's. You know,
I've never felt dumber than like when I walk the halls of an art museum, because I'm like what is the requirements that it takes to get some of this stuff in here? Is it just that you did it? Like
it's just that you did it. Oh wait, actually, you guys might like these.
Only people past 5th grade that kept doing finger paintings.
I think you guys might like these Yeezys a little bit more. This might be a little bit more up your alley. Let me see here. see if you guys can see this here. Oh yeah, right here. These ones. These are much cooler.
Oh, those look ridiculous.
Those
definitely look like he stepped in some marshmallow fluff. Like it just
those do not look worldly. Those are crazy.
Yeah. Oh my god.
This is something I could see you guys rocking these
for the podcast audience. It's like they're like regular sneakers that but have like, I don't even know how you'd explain it. Like a foam or like a
cloth. You have like you slip your feet in some cloth and you literally just step in like a plastic mold and like took them out. Like,
yeah, it's like a plastic mold that
dripping.
It looks like looks like if like Spider-Man shot some webbing at the bottom of your feet and it just wrapped around your feet, or like
and you were trying to pull up and you couldn't move. It
was stuck. It was stuck.
If you stepped in like a puddle of jizz or something and it just
that's another
around your foot. I don't know.
Be unfortunate.
Yeah, it would be unfortunate, or it'd be fashionable. So
it depends who you ask, I guess. If we're talking to Kanye, we already know the answer.
Oh, here we go. Daniel Lee Lewis says, odds are we see AJ Brown or Derrick Henry show up in these. Cam Newton, maybe. Cam Newton, definitely. We know Cam Newton already has like 6 pairs of these in his closet. AJ, Derrick, maybe.
Cam Newton has one to match every fedora that he owns.
Right. So. Maybe Tebow. No, I'm going to say Tebow's more in lines with Jeff and is only going to wear like Sperry's on Sunday.
It's topsiders. Yeah.
Yeah. He's going to be wise, especially now that he's in Jacksonville.
Right.
Jeff, what do you got for your back of the week?
Yeah. So I said the Olympics are back. Maybe not officially, but we're starting to see coverage for some of the qualifiers, and I'm starting to get the excitement. Like I always, it's every 4 years. I always get excited whenever that coverage starts up, and so it's not officially back yet. But seeing some of the qualifying things occur in St. Louis alone, we had Simone Biles here just this past weekend for the gymnasts, and so I'm pumped. I always love watching the Olympics when they're on.
When do they officially start? Because I feel like I should know this. It comes around every 4 years, and it's probably like August. But like, is it something?
It's late. It's usually late July, early August.
Okay,
July 23rd. So we're close.
Wow,
we're less than a month away, people.
Time to get
excited. Are they even going to happen though? Because I feel like there's been a lot of talk about like how Tokyo and Japan is just like full of COVID. There's like 3% of their population is vaccinated, and there's just a ton of COVID, and no one wants to go there.
I think they're full go. I don't know what like audience is going to be like, or what the accommodations are like at Olympic Village. I haven't read anything about that, but I would just imagine that they're doing everything possible. But I haven't read anything. But according to just the events alone, it's full
go. This was supposed to be my back of the week last week, and I forgot to mention it. The Olympics, they are allowing 10,000 fans at any given point at each venue. So
okay,
there are going to be fans there, and
geez, that's got to be like a packed house for like the events, like like ping pong, That's got to be like I don't even know if they've ever had 10,000 fans at a ping pong event.
But people will be there because there's 10,000 that are allowed. They're gonna make it happen,
right? This is a reference that I don't know if I fully scroll back up to that photo. Daniel Lee Lewis makes a reference that I think I get it, and I appreciate the joke because I get the reference, but I'm not full. I don't fully get the reference, but I know that there's a joke in here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
When she goes full speed, she looks like she's about to go Super Saiyan. Which is that a like Dragon Ball Z reference?
Dragon Ball Z, and he's got like orange hair like that. Okay, he's got an orange hair like that.
That is a very funny joke.
And the reason I know that is because Juju is also a big Dragon Ball Z fan. Juju Smith-Schuster from the Steelers, and one of his celebrations was the Super Saiyan, where you like just put your hands back and you just look like you're running full speed basically. So
see, when I see this runner that's on the photo of that cover with
Allison Felix.
It was oh, where is it? Oh yeah. When I see that that runner, the reference that comes to mind with her orange hair. This is who I see.
Sean White, the Flying Tomato.
No, even better.
That's a good one.
I go Street Fighter. I go Blanca from Street Fighter.
Oh, nice.
I mean that hair color is very similar. Yes,
Does anyone see it? Huh?
I see it.
All right. Okay. All right. So Olympics back. Well, not officially, but almost back, and I like that.
The trials are back at the very least. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going for my back of the week. I am going Derrick Henry workout videos. All right.
What?
And you're probably like,
what are they curling?
This is a 4-second video. Okay. You're probably like, okay, first of all, you're probably like, how are Derrick Henry workout videos back when they never left? Which honestly, I have no rebuttal for. But this entire workout video comes straight from the gym of like Swiss Family Robinson. This is like the same gym that Mowgli and Baloo hit up on their,
or like Barney Rubble.
Yeah, on like when Baloo and Mowgli have to get like a shoulders and back workout, they hit up this gym. Okay, like, and look at this. So my guy Derrick Henry is on vacation in Tulum, Mexico, at the Tulum Jungle Gym. Okay, this comes from Wes on Broadway at Titans Draft Tape. The just completely getting his swole on. Now, guys, I don't know about you. I don't know how we feel about working out on vacation. I'm against it. I think, it's like kind of how they say like, oh, well, calories don't count on weekends. People say that. I say work out. You do not work out on vacation. That's the whole point of a vacation. And I'm not getting on Derrick Henry. In fact, I absolutely love that he's working on a vacation. I'm saying just me personally. If I was the running back for the Titans, I'm sorry, Titans fans, I'm not working out on vacation.
Yeah, and also if this is my only option of places to go, that's just reason number 2. Okay, I'm like maybe I'll work out. Maybe I'll work out.
The right equipment. Yeah.
What's the gym look like? Oh, it's tree trunks and that's about it. And we've got
you've heard of World's Gym. This is of the World's Gym.
I'd be like, yeah, no, I'm good. All right, I'll wait till Monday when I get back. No.
Meanwhile,
I don't want to be lifting tree trunks. Like give me those like pull down levers, give me a treadmill, give me something. But if they're like, yeah, this is the gym, and I'm like, that's just excess wood. Like that's just like the pieces you didn't use for those columns over there.
Meanwhile, Derrick Henry's looking around for like the chains to put around his neck and like
yeah, right. He's like, do you
have
a Bosu ball? And they're like, a Bosu ball. We've got a dead jellyfish over there. Will that work?
Can you make that work? Yeah.
Here's the better question, Huff. Is a breakdown video coming for this workout?
And I thought about it. I legit thought about it. Because whenever Derrick Henry does anything, it's like
you could make a lot out of that. Yeah.
How can we feel like there's so much here? Like, look at the bamboo sticks in the background. Like, what?
Right.
Where is he? Where is he?
Yeah. How can I when Derrick Henry does anything, Derrick Henry like breathes, and I'm like, how can I turn this into content? For this.
I mean, it speaks for itself.
It's a 4-second video, so it's like it'll be a little bit of a stretch. Maybe it's more of a vlog than a breakdown video.
True. You could just zoom in on each different like weight set on the room and just
point out like everything happening here. Like,
yeah, like what is this twister mat over here? Why is this the game of that?
And the weight itself that could also just pass as like a big block of cheese.
And hold on, who's this guy? Who's this guy? This guy's like, I'm leaving. There's no way I'm working with this.
He's like,
the fact that the numbers, there are numbers on the weights. I feel like they should have question marks behind them because it's like, are you sure?
Oh, right. That's a great point.
It says 20 kilograms. Real question mark?
Yeah, it's like
we think it is. We think it is.
No, that's a great point. There's no way they know the exact weight of those logs that they have. And look, they've even got like a rack in the back. They've got a rack of weights.
Actually, so maybe that guy was like, "Hey, have you guys seen the 25-pound logs anywhere?" And he's like, "Oh wait, never mind. Derrick Henry's taking a video in here."
Yeah, and that's another great question. First of all, who's taking this video, and why only 4 seconds?
It's like the front desk guy.
Do you think it was literally like a bellboy?
That's the other thing I'm actually really interested in is like, what does the front desk look like? That's what I'm like. Where is it? Is it scan in or like what is it? How do you get into the gym?
Yeah, are we talking like, is this like a Forgetting Sarah Marshall type hotel where it's like an actual hotel and then parts of it look like this, or is the whole thing like this to where it's like you're in like Bora Bora and you are like they are over like an ocean right now. And parts of this hotel, like there's like a glass floor where you can see down and see stingrays and things like that. Like and like, why is it whoever's filming this right now is clearly not picking up after himself with the weights everywhere? Like, and isn't that our most hated guy at the gym?
Yes,
is the guy who doesn't pick up after himself at the
or
just leaves the weights out, like he uses
weights
them
or something. Yeah,
he pulls over every single weight in the entire gym, and you're like, "Hey, are you using those?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm doing a superset. I'll be done here in a bit." And then he just leaves them there. Like, what is this? Like, clean up after yourself. Like, meanwhile, on Derrick's side, look how clean it is over there. Derrick's like, I'm just going to use my weight. I'm going to do my thing. I mean, look, not that I thought I could love this guy anymore, but if he has proper gym etiquette, then I love him even more. Matt Baker says, go back and watch the Rocky 6 training montage. All right. That's actually a great point. But I don't think Rocky was on vacation when he was training for his fights.
You don't think he ever lifted logs?
Rocky got creative. To Rocky's credit, Rocky got creative with his lifting, but he was never doing it on vacation. He was never taking vacation pre-fights.
True.
But Derrick is literally on vacation right now, and he's lifting. And my question is, like, does he go protein shake after, or does he go daiquiri with like a little umbrella in it?
Whatever he's gonna have, it's gonna come directly from the tree.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's drinking a coconut with a straw in it.
Well, you can tell he's probably about to go to the beach because he's getting a quick pump in those bicep curls.
And that very well could be. You know? Maybe the video's 4 seconds long because he's only doing those 4.
That was the only thing he did.
He's only doing those 4 reps just to get his get his swollen. Look, I've done that before. I went to a wedding on Saturday. I did before the wedding.
Quick pump.
Did a quick
push-ups,
just to get the swell on.
Yeah,
it didn't do me much well. You would have thought I did push-ups with my stomach, with how much my stomach was swollen. Daniel Lee Lewis says, when Derrick Henry walks into a gym, everyone else just leaves. It's true. He goes, and Matt Baker says he goes rum punch from a pineapple. And that's probably what he does.
That just sounds really good.
With some like whey protein mixed in. All right. So that's my back of the week. What's AD? What's your ugly of the week?
Let me just pull up this headline here. This will shock you a little bit.
I hope that was a tree pun. Wait a minute. Wait, what did I say? Did I say a tree pun and I didn't even catch it?
I didn't hear it.
Oh, I think I missed it too.
Oh, you would. No, that was a tree pun. No, that wasn't. Damn it.
Hey, Connor, you're barking up the wrong tree, my man.
All right, guys, leave him alone. Everyone just leaves. Everyone just leaves. That was the pun. Guys,
people are falling off this stream. We need to.
Yeah, who was that? Who was that said everyone just leaves? Was that Daniel Lee? I think that was Daniel Lee.
No,
yeah.
It was.
Yeah, when
yes,
Derrick Henry
was.
walks into a gym, everyone else just leaves. That's
it. Yeah.
Look, I don't know if it was Daniel Lee meant for that to be a pun or not, but hey, I'll hit it with it.
I'd like to think that he was, though.
That one was free.
All right, so can you guys see this headline here?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, I heard about this. Speaking of wood,
yeah, very timely. Very timely. So I believe this happened on Friday. There was an exorcism at an Eastern PA Home Depot. So this is about 5 hours from where I'm at right now. So I think I'm safe from the exorcism. This is like northeast Pennsylvania, close to like the New York border. Pretty much there was an exorcism happening in the Home Depot or it was in the lumber aisle for the dead trees. So I'm not really sure what the intent of the exorcism was. Like, if there were some bad, things that happened to this wood, was it haunted wood? I'm not really sure. And apparently this has nothing to do with the price of lumber. So like people were speculating that maybe like, price of lumber is pretty high these days. Like, is it to bring the price back down? Is it to, get, I'm not really sure, but she attempted it. And I believe she was unsuccessful in her exorcism. She was not arrested, but asked to leave the Home Depot,
which might be worse. But at that point, just arrest me.
What's more embarrassing at this point? Yeah,
she was trying to do this to get arrested. So she's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, no, I just have to leave. That means I have to go back out into the parking lot.
Oh, now I gotta think of something else.
Oh, damn!
Imagine that walk back to your car.
I can't get arrested from that. I got to do something more stupid.
So, was it just one woman, or was it a group of people?
It was one woman.
Okay, first of all, does she know what an exorcism?
Sorry, it wasn't one woman. It was several people, and they were escorted out of the store for "quote unquote" bad behavior. So if you want to call an exorcism bad behavior, then by all means, go for it.
Oh my gosh!
I feel like this is also just like a slow news day type thing, like like this. No arrests, just like there was people who got escorted out of the Home Depot with no arrest just for doing an exorcism on wood.
Well, no, just to counter your claim, Job, that's slow news day, because I totally get what you're saying, but it is not every day that an exorcism goes down at a Home Depot. And like, I don't know what Home Depot, like your regular location is, but at the one I go to, very rarely do I see little seances going on in the lumber aisle. I don't even see it going down in the appliances aisle or the lighting aisle. You got the chandeliers. I don't see any candles set up. Like I think this is massive news. Honestly, I don't think this was big enough news. I'll say that. Like if there are exorcisms going on in our Home Depot, I guess this means I'm going to Lowe's from now on.
We're officially a Lowe's podcast.
I just want to buy some wood in peace without having to freaking, feel guilty about it while these people are trying to bring the trees back to life. I don't know, which in that case, do they even know what an exorcism is? Like an exorcism doesn't bring people back to life, does it? Isn't that
it's to remove the
it's like the evil
devil,
spirits,
right?
Remove demons out of you. I'm pretty sure lumber, like trees that have chopped down into wood, doesn't have demons in them. I'm pretty sure they remove those. I think that's one of the processes that they go through. they slice them up into thin pieces, chop them up into 2x4s, whatever size you need, and then they take out all the sap and all the demons.
This is why I wish Grit was in the chat here, because I think he would be able to shed a little bit more light onto
lumber.
Maybe this is something that is done, when they're cutting trees down. Like maybe there's people out there in the field performing these exorcisms, making sure that the lumber is, treated properly. So
that's true. That's a good point.
Because I'm sure it's important in that industry.
this is why, like you'd never see something like this go down at an Ace Hardware. Home Depot.
Only at Home Depot.
Right. And here we go. Connor Hickox in Exorcism gets to the real root of the problem. There it is. Hey, I'm gonna hit him with it. I'll hit him with it. No one else will. That one's free. That one's free.
That was amazing, Connor.
Oh man. The Dylan Taylor says we have demon-free lumber at Lowe's. Come on down. Oh, that's right. I think Dylan works at a Lowe's.
Oh, well, hey, so he's happy to hear
go
this
see
news
Dylan.
That we're officially a Lowe's podcast here.
And you have Dylan Taylor's guarantee. Actually, you don't, because he's not saying I am, but I'm saying it for him. You have his guarantee that if you go to Lowe's and you see an exorcism, Dylan will remove them himself. He will be the one to say, excuse me, ma'am, can you leave?
Can you leave?
This is an exorcism-free zone.
Can you leave?
Can you leave? Damn it. The tree puns, man. Oh.
Yeah, we need to branch out, actually. This is getting a little tough.
Dylan Taylor will help you put the lumber in your trunk.
God.
I'm sorry. Did you already say a branch one? Did I miss the branch one?
I did.
All right.
But yeah, we can move on now from that. But so that's my ugly of the week. Exorcisms in Home Depots.
All right.
My ugly for the week. It's also a back is that heat is back, and that it is
heat.
It is heat and humidity is back.
Not the Miami Heat.
It's like, no, this is like we're seeing record-breaking heat waves on the West Coast, but across the entire country.
Hang on, that's just real quick, not to derail you, and this is bad for the podcast audience, but that is the most annoying ad of all time. You're like, hey, what's the headline of this article? Oh, I can't read it because this damn ad literally covers it up. Oh, there it is.
Or is it a smart ad?
I mean, it's a smart ad.
I'm thinking about getting straight talk. I'm thinking about getting straight talk because of how cheap it is, and I saw it on that ad.
You're like, what's the headline of this article? Oh, you know what? Maybe I do need to change my cell service provider. Anyway, all right. So heat is back. And it's a massive heat wave that's about to sweep the country, right?
Yeah, actually, the hottest recorded temperature in Canada was recorded on Sunday at 116.
No way.
116.
Damn.
In Canada.
Yeah.
That's like Arizona heat.
Yeah.
I think.
Only if it was a dry heat, because everyone knows that it's a dry heat in Arizona, right?
Dry heat.
It is a dry heat. In Canada, in Canada, is it dry heat in Canada?
No, it wouldn't be.
Okay, it's a wet heat. It's a wet heat in Canada.
It's a very moist heat.
I for one despise the heat. I'm a big ball sweater.
Oh, you're a ball sweater. Sure.
Yeah.
No, you look like a big ball sweater.
I figure I actually get that more frequently than you'd think. But yeah, being in the Midwest, so I despise the heat. So seeing that just breaks my heart a little bit. But
are you a cold over heat guy?
Love it. Love the cold.
Get out of here. Oh,
I keep the house at about 69.
Screw you. Okay,
Same here.
I hate the cold.
Really?
Which is why I moved to Chicago.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what did you move to Chicago for?
I hate the cold. I hate it.
You're just there for the summer, then you're heading back, right?
Dylan Taylor asks, is the heat wave connected to the Home Depot exorcism? Makes you wonder.
And Dylan Taylor is going to throw that Home Depot slander out there.
Dylan Taylor's going to take this. He's going to carry over the Home Depot exorcism every week just to get more people coming to Lowe's, without question. Well, damn it. I don't. And do we know? Like, is it supposed to get hot where we are right now?
Well, they say that actually the hottest months are typically historically in July. So there are potentially some hotter days ahead even. So Stay safe out there.
Stay hydrated. And I posted this on my story earlier today. Don't forget to water your plants, guys, because they're gonna need it. They're gonna need it.
Yeah.
If you have any out there.
Water your plants. Thank you, AD. I'm glad that is just the content we were looking for on this podcast.
Quick PSA. It's a quick PSA.
Yeah, quick PSA. We want to be known as the podcast that cares about your plants.
That's exactly it.
So people, make sure if there's one thing you take away from this podcast, just know that we care about your plants.
Huff, what's your ugly?
All right, I'm gonna hit you with this. I don't know. Can you guys hear that?
Ooh.
Can you hear it?
I can hear the theme song. Yeah.
I can't play. I don't want to play too much of it because I will probably get flagged for using that music. But so Succession. Have you guys watched the TV show Succession?
Love Succession.
Okay, Jeff, you need to. And I'm sure there are more people that are like Jeff than are like AD and I. It is a show on HBO. You need to find, I think the third season should be dropping later this summer, maybe into the fall.
There's two seasons, right?
There's 2 seasons. Arguably the best show on television right now. It is, and it is so good. It is smart. It is funny. It is
very funny. Very funny.
It is very funny. It is actually, it is very funny, but it also it'll get you sucked in. It's about a family. It's loosely based off of like the Murdochs and like a family that owns this news conglomerate, and they are wealthy beyond belief, and just the things they do and the problems that they have for power and everything and the leverage that they use against each other. It's incredible. It is the 3rd season they're shooting right now. It's my ugly this week though, because in an interview with the British outlet, The Times, executive
producer, they are all British, the actors playing American billionaires. So that's also like mind blowing whenever you hear them talking. Like,
and also the dad who does the voiceover work for McDonald's, that guy, he's the dad in Succession.
Oh, so, that's him. Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you know the voice. I can't believe it. Brian Cox. Brian Cox.
If you tune into McDonald's commercials like Austin does, if you know,
if you've ever seen a McDonald's commercial,
I figured you would like. Oh yeah, I know that guy's voice.
I would admit, I would know.
At first to admit.
So the producer of the show basically said, I think they were asked like if there was an end in sight for this show, Emmy Award winning show. The question is just when that will be. The producer said, and I quote, "I think the maximum would be 5 seasons, but possibly more like 4." We're at the end of filming season 3, so at this point, I'm saying only 1 more, and which is devastating news, especially for me because I absolutely love the show, but to me this feels like the OC all over again. I start to fall for a show, I love a show, and then after 4 seasons, boom, it's gone. Like, what the hell? Why can we not get like shows with like 10 seasons? You know,
well,
freaking Big Bang Theory had like 12 or 13 seasons, and you mean to tell me a smart and actually entertaining show like Succession cannot?
Well, I agree with that take, but also it's almost like a good move on them because sometimes they can get too like there's too much filler in some of the like in a show that's been long standing. Like I can't even think of one right now, but I'm thinking of like a show like Breaking Bad, which is only 5 seasons,
where there's like episodes where it's like you have like story arcs that are like that was never needed. That never paid off.
Explaining things or like that just they never bring up again.
I get that. I just get sad thinking that like I'm so in on this show and it could be over after next season. So, but it's good news for people like Jeff, who's like, yeah, maybe I'll jump in, I'll give it a try. You don't have that many seasons to catch up on.
Yeah,
right. That's true. My other ugly of the week, bikers. People who ride bikes, and look, and this is not a shot at you, AD. I know you ride bikes all the time. You're a big biker.
I'm a biker,
more so for the people in Tour de
yeah,
France.
I'm glad you brought this up.
AD,
So
are you full outfit? Your outfit?
No, not by any means. No, I just like to bike.
So Tour de France is going on right now, which is news to me as of this morning.
Yes.
And I apparently, like, again, Tour de France is one of those weird events that it's sports and I recognize it. I don't follow it at all, but it's like I like to know who wins. And so this went on over the weekend where the guys are all riding. They're clearly on a Peloton, which I guess they're riding in place. I don't know what that means. Or no, the leader is Peloton. That's actually funny.
That is funny.
Peloton himself, Mr. Peloton.
Is that the guy's name, or is that who he's sponsored by?
Did he create a company?
I legit
maybe
don't know.
Team Peloton? Is it Team Peloton? Maybe
it might be Team Peloton. What? How this is any? How has this not been the funniest thing about this clip? The leader is Peloton, which shouldn't Peloton be in last place because he keeps riding and pedaling faster and faster, but he doesn't go anywhere. Like that's what I think.
And also. Yeah. I mean, and also, it just isn't Peloton just all of us that ride a Peloton. Just
right. Like
the people.
Oh, Peloton's riding for the people. And who's in second place? Nordic Track.
Bowflex.
Yeah. So they're riding along, and all of a sudden,
P90X.
Yeah, P90X is a third.
P90.
B90X is in third. So here's this. You see this woman. She's got a sign that clearly reads Alezopo Omi.
Omi, I believe is.
It sounds like Jeff talking to his son.
Alezopo.
What does Omi mean in French?
Yeah, AD, why don't you Google that? See what was so important that this person had to get on TV about. Alez Opi Omi. So they're riding, and this is what I don't understand. All right. Look, should this person be out in the street like that? No. Should they have a sign that long? No. There's so much here, but then, so you know what's coming. This guy like tries to just ride through it, just barrel through it, which if you're a biker, you should know that bikes are the flimsiest things on planet Earth. Like that, you're not overpowering anything on a bike. So he tries to overpower it, and then clearly just and then it's just massive. Like I am pretty sure cyclists, for as athletic of people they're not that athletic when actually on the bike because they just don't know how to steer out of the way. But watch this. Here's the overhead view, and you can kind of see it. And so it clips, and then boom, 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 boom. It is a chain reaction. It is a domino effect of just people just getting absolutely ravaged by this one sign holder. First of all, the credit to the sign holder because they got more attention than they ever could have imagined with holding up the sign and creating this.
Alez Ope Omis are all sold out now.
You cannot find an Alez Ope Omi anywhere on the shelves because of the amount of public love that they got.
The sign, this is probably rough. The sign roughly translates to "Go Grandpa, Grandma."
Stop! That was what was so important.
Go Grandpa, Grandma.
Go Grandpa, Grandma? That's not even, it doesn't even say their names.
No,
it could be literally anyone's Grandpa, Grandma.
Yes.
They're literally just chanting grandpas and grandmas alike as a whole, and boom,
oh,
and that's what. Wow.
Oh my.
Wow, that is funny.
Did you hear that? Apparently, she got away. So like the authorities were looking for her.
She's now a fugitive. Now
she's France. I almost said America's Most Wanted. She's France's most wanted. Public enemy number one. They're looking for her. But look how close all these people are to the street here, like to where these people are right. I mean, I'm sure I've never really watched the Tour de France, but I'm sure that's just how it is everywhere they go. But
yeah,
they have more trouble than the NBA with issues on the field of battle.
Les Opie Omi shirts now live.
I like that.
Should we make a Les Opie Omi shirts?
Or just say "Go Grandpa, Grandma"?
Part of me kind of just wants to get that whole that sign, just that sign on a shirt.
On a shirt.
Yeah, I think in that font and everything.
Grandpa.
That would be I would wear the hell out of that shirt. So Dramatic Manatee is in. Since when did Derrick Henry take up biking? I was promised Derrick Henry. Okay, look, I tweeted out that I was about to talk Derrick Henry. Dramatic Manatee, you got to be quicker. We already talked about it. Go back in the stream. We covered Derrick Henry's workout. In fact, we spent a lot of time on Derrick Henry's workout, latest workout in the tropics of Mexico, wherever he is. Did Mexico even have tropics? I don't know. But so bikers I could say a lot about bikers, but I've got too many friends and too many followers that are bikers, because every time I make a joke about bikers on Twitter, they all come after me. They all just like, because I always make jokes about like why they don't always, like, if you're biking through your neighborhood, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you don't have to put on the full spandex outfit to go biking through your neighborhood.
Jeff thought that was me.
Teddy's joined the chat, by the way.
What's up, Teddy? What's up, Teddy? Teddy's just getting a quick meal in, quick bottle. Do beers, Teddy.
I question if you're actually a biker, then there's got to be an outfit somewhere. There, you have it somewhere. There's no way. You've got the ones. You've got the biker onesie somewhere.
My neighbor thinks Nick Chubb is better than Derrick Henry. Do I make him disappear? Dramatic Manatee. So Dramatic Manatee comes to the, first of all, the short answer is yes. Dramatic Manatee, yes. This is the number one Derrick Henry. Korked Bats is the number one Derrick Henry fan site on the internet. And it's also, AD is a Steelers fan. So if you got a Steelers
even
fan,
more of a reason, yes.
Right. And a Steelers fan and the number one Derrick Henry fan site on the internet, definitely Nick Chubb, not even can't even hold a candle to Derrick Henry. But that's okay, because most running backs can't. It's not a Nick Chubb thing. It's a every other running back thing. So yeah, you need to make him disappear somehow. I don't know. I mean, don't kill him. Don't murder the guy. If do I make him disappear is like some slang for like, should I take a lead pipe to his skull? No, don't do that. But
I think that's what he was inferring, though.
We are a non-murder podcast. This is the Junk Drawer clearly stands against murdering in all forms and fashion. So don't do that, but maybe just take him down a peg by just showing him last year's stats. I don't know. And then just show him I have numbers to back it up that Nick Chubb is not better at running the football than Derrick Henry is.
Right. While we're on the topic, have you guys seen these videos of Chris Carson trying to compete with Derrick Henry here?
No, I have not.
So Chris Carson, he's been giving Derrick Henry a run for his money. Let me see if I can find one real quick. He's been posting some workout videos, guys, and I will say they look pretty challenging. Some of the ones that he's been posting out there. Let me see if I can find Oh, yep, here we go.
Dylan Taylor says, "You think Dramatic Manatee wouldn't be implying murder?" That's true. That's true. Yeah, it's not. He's not comedic Manatee. He's without question. Dramatic Manatee is, I'm pretty sure, a character from The Sopranos. He says, "Okay, I'll just give him a Derrick Henry stiff arm. That we will allow. Yeah, that is accepted. Dramatic Manatee, just stiff arm him right in the face." Do you got it, AD?
You know what? I don't think I could find it very easily. So
just
look
up Chris Carson. I've got one last ugly before we're gonna get to Frank Fact, and this one's quick. This is my third ugly of the week. Finding out that your Waffle House waitress just quit. I don't know if you guys have seen this video or not, but this guy, my man, and I've been here before. I know what he's going through. This is not easy. Let me get some sound on here. And the caption for the video says, "When you find out your favorite Waffle House employee quit."
She walked out. Is she here? here?
No, she walked out. I just walked in there. I said, "Is T-Mac here?" And
She
he said,
walked
"Who?"
out,
I
Trace.
said, "Tasha." He was like, "Nah, she quit tonight. She walked out. She don't work here no more." And I was like, "Are you serious?" He was like, "Yeah, she don't work here no more." I was like, "Oh, fuck,
Bro.
okay,
Bro.
yeah." There's nobody in there that we know. I looked around the bar.
Miss Cat?
No.
Where Miss Cat?
No, I walked in there. I looked around. I ain't seen nobody we knew, and I was like, "All right, I'm gonna fuck with y'all."
What happened to the 671 from LP, bro?
It's fucked out now.
Is there anything sacred anymore?
I just love that guy because I've been there before where it's like you walk into your Waffle House and you're expecting to see your favorite waitress. And then they're like, yeah, no, she quit. And you're like, I'm sorry, what? Because that's not like the Waffle House, the waitress patron relationship at a Waffle House or really any restaurant. You could throw in any restaurant here. It's somewhat sacred in the sense that like it's not like you don't ever get your waitress's phone number. You don't have a casual conversation. You get to know that person through just your visits in and out of that restaurant. Oh, here we go. We got another guest on the podcast.
Wow,
Yeah,
this is the
podcast. Oh,
most people we've had on the podcast.
We've got the
at
whole
one time.
family on the podcast. We've got Jeff's got 3 kids. If you're wondering, like, where have the T-Rav Tasters episodes been? We've got family. We've got families, people. All right.
We'll say hi.
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 Is this your first time on a podcast?
Say yes.
Yeah. Hey. Oh, this is a joke. This is a joke that I taught. Her. Hey,
Austin's gonna tell you.
Hey, Isabel. How'd you sleep last night? You ask her how she slept last night, and she says like this. It's a classic joke. It's a classic joke, and that's baby's first joke. Hashtag baby's first joke.
It really is.
It's so great.
Might be the first joke we've told on this podcast. Actually,
it might be the first joke in all of the episodes.
Hey, can we get a?
That one's free.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. What'd you say? Oh, hey.
There it is. There it is.
That one's free. The baby's awesome. First. That one's free. Baby's first. That one's free. So anyway, it sucks when you lose your Waffle, because there's nothing you can do. There's no way you can ever get in contact with
that person again.
In a day and age where we are more connected on a level we never could have imagined. We are connected in so many different ways. There is no way, if you have a favorite waitress at a restaurant and that person quits, there's no way you will ever come in contact with them ever again.
Could those guys have been any more like stereotypical though? He had like the Bass Pro Shops hat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The mullet, a little bit of a mullet going on, and like in a truck. Like, I mean, it just like,
oh yeah, in a pickup truck, Bass Pro Shop hat, polo shirt,
Southern twang too. You know, he's got it all going on.
Yeah. Yeah. That dude, my man was looking for some scattered, smothered, covered from Tasha, but Tasha don't work there no more. So that is just, look, I feel for you.
Yeah.
Man.
I feel for him.
It's a rough life, dude. But hey, thoughts and prayers. Bless your heart is what we say in the South. Bless your heart.
But that's actually not a good thing though, right? That's like an insult, right?
It can be a good thing. It can be a good thing.
Bless your little heart.
But most time, oh, bless his heart or God bless him. Like that's usually a bad thing, but it can be a good thing. And in this case, it is a good thing to our man at Waffle House. All right. For our Frank fact, Frank actually sent me the Frank fact this week without me having asked for it. Unprompted Frank fact this week, which I actually love. It's freaking awesome because a lot of times I forget until right before we start the podcast.
And then we have to like get it on the fly, basically.
He just texted me this 10:02 a.m. this morning. 10:02 a.m.
He woke up with a fact.
He woke up. He was sitting on this fact. And going back to sitting on tweets.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
My man was sitting on this Frank fact, and which is fine. Again, it's fine if he was.
I have a feeling that he found it like in the middle of the week, and like he was like, that's a good one for next week,
right,
you know.
Yeah.
So he just
how long are we sitting on that Frank fact, Frank?
Yeah.
Like that's fine. I'm okay if he was. All right. So the Frank fact this week, the rats multiply so quickly that in 18 months, 2 rats could have over 1 million descendants.
Okay, and this we wonder why New York has a rat problem, right?
Right?
This explains it all right here.
Rats multiply so quickly that in 18 months, 2 rats could have over 1 million descendants. So when I first moved to Chicago, one of the big news stories. Oh, look at this. Oh, look at this sweet
it's a family
girl.
affair.
There's the last one, Penelope.
Oh my gosh,
They all made
Penelope!
an
Welcome
appearance.
to is this Penelope's first podcast?
Penelope's first podcast.
Oh my goodness!
Hi, Penelope. Hey.
A live stream for the baby. What a sweetheart. Hey, how'd you sleep last night?
How'd you sleep? Nope.
Oh, like that. Nice. So when I first moved here to Chicago, the big news story, like literally my first week on the job, and we talked about it on the radio. First, they had to release thousands of cats into the streets just to rid the city of the rats in the city. And I'll be remiss if every single day I walk into work, I don't see at least one rat.
What about cats? You see any of the cats?
I don't see the cats, which I think the cats are like sleeping on the job or like not doing what they were literally brought in to do. You have one job, cats.
And they just couldn't do it.
And not the first time cats has not delivered. Am I right? Huh?
When they started the pandemic with
James
the cat
Corden movie. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Classic.
I didn't.
All right.
I heard it sucked.
That's gonna do it for.
Hang on, wait. We have one more Dylan Taylor to end with here. Who multiplies quicker, Chicago Rats or Sales Guy Jeff? Wow,
that's good stuff.
That's a great observation.
Damn, that is a great point, and I think it's close. So yeah, so rats.
I am pretty fertile.
So quickly that in 18 months, 2 rats could have over 1 million descendants. I'm pretty sure Jeff could have 1,000,001 descendants in 18 months. Just give him time.
Just give him time.
Just give him time. Connor gives a quick shout out to plants.
I bet you Connor went out and watered his plants as soon as I reminded him to.
That is a look.
That's your weekly PSA.
In a day and age where content is at an all-time high on the internet, where it is hard to keep yourself afloat, keep yourself above every other piece of content that is pushed out there. We do so with only the highest, the finest content of reminding you to go water your plants.
And we will
you heard it here first.
We will not falter.
We will not. You will not hear a podcast with just better grade A content than us being like, don't forget to water your plants, guys.
It's hot out there. The weather and watering your plants. 2 things you can find here. Yeah.
Hey, going forward, that is the sign off too. And cool kid, don't forget to water your plants.
Don't forget to water your plants. That is that's a good point. I'm making that note.
That's good.
So yeah, we've got ahoy and don't forget to water your plants. Okay. All right. Hey, do you guys got anything for the road?
I mean, you said it for me, Austin. Don't forget.
Sure, that's important.
I'm gonna get to continuing my multiplication of my family.
Oh,
there you go.
Hello. Wait, did you ever? And forgive me if this is an intimate question to be asking on a live stream / podcast. Did you ever end up getting snipped?
Not yet. Just a consultation visit. I'm scheduled. I think
it's in the works. It's in the works.
End of July.
End of July. Yeah.
Okay, so you get to because look, and I don't know if you know this. I don't know if this is your first snipping or not. I'm gonna assume it is.
It is.
Yeah, just based off of the number of kids you have. It's always important to schedule it around major sporting events. So
like
that
March
way you can just sit on the couch with a bag of peas on your nuts, and you don't have because you're not supposed to be doing anything.
3 or 4 days you're supposed to be off your feet doing nothing.
Right. Yes.
Wow.
So I hope, which I guess end of July you'll have the Olympics, right? So you can just watch wall-to-wall coverage.
Perfect. That's actually a really good point.
You should schedule it for NFL Week 1 because you got the Thursday to Monday.
That's true. That's a great point. Yeah, maybe
he's telling his wife now.
Yeah, push it back. But then again, in that amount of time, and just pushing it back from end of July to September, Jeff will have 2 kids in that time. If there's one thing you learn from this podcast, is don't forget to water your plants. If there's 2 things you learn, it's don't forget to water your plants. And Jeff is the most fertile human on planet Earth. Sales guy Jeff should be seed guy Jeff. Am I right?
Seed guy.
All right, that's gonna do it. That's all we got. Rate, review, subscribe, follow at Korked on all the socials, and please help us get our Instagram account back. Still locked.
Yeah, except Instagram. Damn,
it's still locked. Please reach out if you know anyone at Facebook or anything or Instagram. Help us. If you know anyone at UFC, maybe, I don't know. We're literally just trying to get our account back. And we're not having good luck, but yeah, don't forget to water your plants. And how do I end this thing? What's the word?
Don't forget to water your plants.
Don't forget to water your plants.
Else. There was another word.
Ahoy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Ahoy.